Sports Talk TV right here, making my NFL predictions. I know what you guys are gonna say. I haven't made a video in a long time, and I'll tell you why. If you do realize, I started school, and I've just been busy with all school work and all that, and I've been working, and I've been super busy. I had to go to places and all that, so really, I haven't had time, even in a month, to make a video. I know the last time I made my season recaps, and it looks like I won't be finishing because the NFL season will come this week. So I'm gonna make my NFL prediction. Now, how's this gonna go? I'm gonna make my division winners. I'm gonna project records for each and every team. I'm gonna make my playoff predictions, and if you have time, I'll make my awards predictions, which I probably will. So without further ado, let's start with my division winners in each and every team. Let's start with the AFC West. I have the Oakland Raiders winning this division. Now I gave some. Now, if you guys are wondering, yes, I spent all this time studying the NFL, watching preseason and all that. So in the AFC West, I have the Oakland Raiders winning this division because I just think they're the better team. Kansas City, I know they went 6-0 in their division last season. Their defense is great, and they have Andy Reid. Who cares? I think that the Raiders are just a better team. They have a better record. Because I think Derek Carr and Jack Del Rio and them, they'll go 12-4, and I think that's enough to win the AFC West. But I do the Kansas City second place. The Oakland Raiders going 12-4 if you didn't know. Oakland Raiders. I mean not Oakland Raiders. Kansas City Chiefs. I have them going 11-5. Dude, I think this still a playoff team. I think they're still a good team. The roster still looks good. Tyreek Hill, he had a great rookie season last season. I think he's been struggling the preseason, and this is a real thing because Tyreek Hill is the first best receiver the Kansas City Chiefs have, in my opinion. I get argue Travis Kelsey, but Tyreek Hill has been struggling a little bit. That concerns me. And they currently have a quarterback battle between Patrick Mahomes and Alex Smith. I like Patrick Mahomes, by the way. I liked him in the draft, and I liked him in the preseason. He's been doing well in the preseason. Alex Smith, but don't be surprised if you see Patrick Mahomes possibly playing, maybe even starting this season. That could still happen. So, mostly I would take away some wins because of Patrick Mahomes. And, I think that this team has no offense. They have no firepower offensively. Defensively, they're great. But offensively, I can't really trust them. Third place, Los Angeles Chargers. Yes, I think the Los Angeles Chargers do better than Denver Broncos. They go 8-8. There's a playoff contending team. The defense is looking good. The offense is looking pretty good. But 8-8, injuries. The injury bug has been, annoying them throughout the years. I still don't trust Philip Rivers, but he'll do alright. And most probably they have a tough schedule. But, they go 8-8, not bad. They're young, they're talented. And, they'll go 8-8. But who knows? Who knows? The Chargers can make the playoffs. Like I said, there's a playoff contending team. They can make the 6th seed, or they could be a surprise. They could. It's the Chargers, I like the Chargers. They're talented. Fourth place, the Denver Broncos go 7-9. Now recently I think going 6-10. I think going 7-9. They're starting Trevor Siemian. That's good. C.J. Anderson, Demaryius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, and that great defense of them. But there's always a but. They have a tough schedule. I still don't trust their offensive line, and they're looking not so healthy. Demaryius Thomas is banged up. Emmanuel Sanders is banged up, and they signed Brock Osweiler, Paxton Lynch. I like Paxton Lynch. I think he's gonna be a bust because because when Trevor Siemian goes down and Brock Osweiler is the second string quarterback and Paxton Lynch isn't, he's bad. We all know it. He knows it. This defense is gonna carry them yet again. And Von Miller, I think he's gonna be a free agent this year, right? Is a free agent this year or next year? He might sign a max contract. But either Denver Broncos go 7-9. Another playoff contender. They play in a tough division, tough schedule. It happens. The AFC North, the Pittsburgh Steelers win this pretty easily because I don't think Cincinnati, Baltimore, and Cleveland. I don't think they can't compete with Steelers. Steelers are looking pretty good. I hear they're upgrading their defense. They signed Joe Hayden. They traded for J.J. Wilcox. They got that. What's that one other dude? Forgot his name, but they did get rid of Ross Cockrell. So their defense going back and forth, but they're still the best team in the AFC North. It's still a great team. But Ben Roethlisberger, I'm keeping my eye on. Last year, he didn't have a really good season. He can't seem to stay healthy, and he's aging. He might even retire this season. So I keep my eye on Ben Roethlisberger. He may not show up in the playoffs. You really could see that. But all in all, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win the AFC North at 12-4. But the Cincinnati Bengals, I've them being second, 8-8. Now I was gonna say 9-7, and they're gonna make the 6th seed. But their schedule is way too tough. I still don't know why they have Marvin Lewis as the head coach. He's not a good head coach in my opinion. He hasn't won a playoff game. How do you not win a playoff game? We've been to that much playoffs. This is still a knucklehead team. Their defense is alright. Andy Dalton's top 15 quarterback. But I just can't trust this team. I really can't. I think their pieces is out of order. I don't think Marvin Lewis is not gonna help. I think he should be fired. But this is still a pretty good team. 8-8. They've been 8-8 before. They've been 12-4 before. But they go 8-8. They're still a good team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they make the 6th seed. Baltimore Ravens, I think, going third place, 7-9. Joe Flacco is gonna be back. That's not a good thing. He might come out rusty. Their offense is actually looking bad. Their defense is all right. I'm gonna say good because they did lose Zach Orr and they lost some pieces, but they got Tony Jefferson, Eric Weddle. They still got a good defense, but it's a 7-9. The Ravens, they always go 7-9. Even though they look bad on paper, even if they start 0-4, they still go 7-9. It's a weird team. It's a really weird team. The Cleveland Browns, last place. That's not surprising, but surprisingly, I think I'm going 5-11. 4-point difference from last year when they went 1-15. They started Deshaun Kaiser as their starting quarterback. I like that. Deshaun Kaiser had an amazing preseason, in my opinion. He's their future quarterback. I like Deshaun Kaiser, and Myles Garrett. They have a young team, and they have a pretty good team for the future. But they're a young team. They play in a tough division as well. But they go 5-11. I like the Cleveland Browns' future. To the AFC South, a really tough division. All 4 of these teams are actually looking pretty good. But I have the Tennessee Titans winning this division. I think they're the best team, and frankly, I think they might have the best quarterback. Marcus Mariota, he may have some bad games, but he can have some great games. I'm very intrigued by Marcus Mariota as the Titans' future quarterback. Then they have a good running back duo of DeMarco Murray, Derrick Henry, good receiving core, offensive line core. The defense is pretty decent. I think the Tennessee Titans might be the best team in the AFC South. I think they're young, and maybe 2 or 3 years, their team is probably going to be stacked. It probably is. I like the Tennessee Titans winning the division. Second place, Houston Texans go 9-7. Now, Deshaun Watson, I'm not a huge fan of. I think he's inaccurate. I don't think he's not very good. If you're trying to lose games, he's your starting quarterback. But I think it was good for Houston to start Tom Savage over Deshaun Watson. I don't think he's not going to be very good. I don't really think he's that good at Clemson. He's very inaccurate. I think he's not going to be good in the NFL. So they start Tom Savage, who isn't good either. He really isn't good. But the reason I have this team going 9-7, they start with just DeAndre Hopkins, who's healthy, and he's great. And this defense is so great. Wow. This defense they were competing for first, and they didn't even have J.J. Watt. They had J.J. Watt this season. This defense is actually great. That's why I've been going 9-7 and possibly making the 6th seed. But don't be surprised if they don't because their offense doesn't look really good. But the Houston Texans are a good team. They're a good team. The Indianapolis Colts, I think, going 8-8. Even though Andrew Luck, I believe, isn't playing week 1. He is not playing week 1. And he's going to have injury problems. The Colts defense has gotten better. But I think going 8-8. I'll still think they don't have enough firepower offensively. The offensive line still stinks. And some of their defense is actually not that good. But their defense is getting better. They're getting better. I think they should fire Chuck Pagano. I'm surprised they didn't. I guess they have a new general manager, that's why. And maybe in the future, Andrew Luck might leave this team. And that might sound crazy, but either that or the Colts trade Andrew Luck. You could see that happen. Andrew Luck has just been disappointing for them. They're going 8-8. They're still a good team, but they're not a playoff team. Jacksonville Jaguars, they made huge improvements on the defense, not offensively, but I think going to 5-11 be last the division. Why? One person, Blake Bortles. He stinks. He sucks. I don't know why he's still on the team. I don't know why he's starting. Jackson was not good offensively. Defensively, they're really good, but offensively, you need them to score. They will go 5-11. AFC East, not really too much to explain right here. Patriots are the best team, maybe the best team in the NFL. They're going to win the division. Dolphins are going to go 6-10. I don't trust Jake Cutler. I don't trust this team. This team should have now won 10 games last season. I don't care if you have Adam Gase. This team's going to go 6-10. And a really tough schedule as well. Buffalo Bills, they traded Sammy Watkins. They traded Reggie Ragland. They traded Ronald Darby. They're tanking. It's not a bad year to tank, but, this tanking system, I tell you right now, it's probably going to take 5 to 6 years. It probably is. But, Buffalo, they just stink. Speaking of teams that stink, the Jets suck. Suck. 1-15, last in the division. By the way, the Bills will go 4-12 in my opinion. NFC West, we moved to the other side of things. Let's go to the NFC West. Seattle is going to win it at 10-6. Seattle, they have an interesting team. They traded for Sheldon Richardson. Great pick. Great choice. Great trade. But, I still think they're going to go 10-6. Their schedule is actually pretty tough, to be honest. Their schedule is pretty tough. And, they still have the same people as well. They haven't been drafting lately. And normally they play in a division where I don't think Arizona's not better than them. But, I'll be worried about Seattle because there might not be. I think their championship window might be closing. Arizona's going to be second place, 8-8. I don't think that they're not going to make the playoffs. Their special teams is horrible. Special teams, it doesn't make a huge jump of things, but it did. The Cardinals, their special teams cost some of their games last season. That's why they didn't even make the playoffs. Their special teams is terrible. Bruce Arians started to make errant calls, errant moments. But they're still a good team. They're still an old team. But I don't think going 8-8. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Los Angeles Rams are going to go 7-9. Yes, you heard it right now, 7-9. They got Sammy Watkins. Jared Goff looked really good in the preseason. I think this offense is actually going to improve. If they upgrade the offensive line, the receivers, and their defense is good. I like them being a 7-9, but they're a young team. They have a very young coach, and they play in a division where you have Arizona, Seattle, better than you, and they play in the NFC, where it's really tough. San Francisco 49ers, 3-13. I still think this is a young team. They're not a good team, but 3-13 is actually good for you because you could get the third pick in the draft. And this upcoming NFL draft is going to be better than last year's. It is. Or the last one you had. So that's what I think. But 49ers, they're still rebuilding. It's actually not going too bad. It's actually going good, to be honest. So, 49ers are rebuilding. NFC North, Green Bay's going to win the division. This is a great team. It's probably the best team in the NFC, in my opinion. They're certainly the best team in this division. They have the best quarterback in this division. Second place, Minnesota, 9-7. When you look at this team, you look at this schedule, it says 9-7 all over it. 9-7, 9-7, 9-7. I'm intrigued by Dalvin Cook, but they don't have Teddy Bridgewater starting. 9-7, 9-7, 9-7. Third place, Detroit Lions, they got 5-11. They make a huge regression. It would not shock me. It would not shock me if this team made the playoffs again. But I don't have them making it. Matthew Stafford signed to a huge, ridiculous contract. This defense isn't good, and frankly, I think this offense is really good. 5-11 for the Detroit Lions, and Chicago Bears go 4-12. I think John Fox and the general manager get fired. They refused to start Mitchell Trubisky, who did excellent in the preseason. They're starting Mike Glennon. I don't know why. He's better second string. But it's the Bears, it's the Bears. Their defense is still a talented team, but they need to fire the general manager, the front office, and the coaching, as it's very terrible. 4-12 for the Chicago Bears. The NFC South. Now this was tough. I think Atlanta might have a huge Super Bowl hangover. When you choke a big lead like that, you're gonna have a Super Bowl hangover. Carolina, we're gonna see how they do, and to be honest, I have Tampa Bay win this division, and yes, I do. I have Tampa Bay winning this division at 10-6. I think they're the better team. I think they're talented, they're young, their defense is really good. Don't be surprised if this defense becomes top 5. You heard it from here. I like this defense. This defense is really good, and they just signed T.J. Ward. His defense is looking really good. The Falcons have a Super Bowl hangover, but they'll be the second best team at 10-6 as well. But they're gonna have a Super Bowl hangover. They're gonna lose some games. They don't have Kyle Shanahan anymore. That's huge. And Carolina, I think going 10-6 as well. Yes, 3 10-6 teams in one division. Carolina will go 10-6. I like Cam Newton to return to his MVP form, or at least way better than last season. And I'm very intrigued by Christian McCaffrey. He is offensive. Spoiler alert, he's offensive rookie of the year in my opinion. I already spoiled it. Their defense isn't looking too bad. Their offense isn't looking too bad. 10-6, and New Orleans Saints go 8-8. It would not shock me if they went 10-6, made it to the playoffs. But it's the New Orleans Saints. They go 8-8 every year, and I'm surprised they have Sean Payton. They need to fire him. NFC East, another tough division. I have the Giants winning this division. You know, I think they have the best defense in the division. And I don't trust Eli Manning, but when you have Brandon Marshall, Odell Beckham, and Evan Ingram, I trust you. And I think the Giants are the better team. Last year they were a playoff team when I didn't even expect that they were, but they were. And the Giants are a great team. They're the best team in the division. Dallas Cowboys, Ezekiel Elliott suspended for 6 games. It could get appealed, but we don't know yet. It could get suspended 6 games. It hurts, but you guys will go 9-7 and probably will make the playoffs. Excuse me. The Philadelphia Eagles go 8-8. They'll be playoff contenders, but I don't think they're not there yet. Still young, and I don't think the pieces aren't there yet. They go 8-8, 5-11. Washington did look good in preseason. Kirk Cousins drama is still going on, and it's really gonna hurt Washington. Washington defense has gone better, but the offense really hasn't, in my opinion, or at least Kirk Cousins. And this offensive line isn't that good either. So you look at all that. Now let's go to my playoff predictions real quickly. The AFC, the number 1 seed, the New England Patriots. The number 2 seed, the Oakland Raiders. The number 3 seed, the Pittsburgh Steelers. The number 4 seed, Tennessee Titans. The number 5 seed, Kansas City Chiefs. And the number 6 seed, the Houston Texans. Yes, I have these 6 teams making the playoffs. I think these 6 teams are great teams, good teams, and they're going to make the playoffs. Wild card, Houston Texans at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh's going to win this easily. They're home field. They play at Heinz Field. Come on, Pittsburgh's going to win easily. I'm predicting 31-10 Pittsburgh. Kansas City at Tennessee. This will be a good game. It'll be a tough game. But at the end, Patrick Mahomes will be playing in this game. And I will see him going to Tennessee and picking up the W. I have Tennessee winning this game. Getting their first playoff win, I believe, since 2003. I think so. They believe 2003. I think they won 24-17. The divisional round. Yeah, we'll go AFC then NFC. Divisional round. I believe, yes, the Tennessee Titans at the New England Patriots. Patriots win easily 41-10. They're going to demolish the Tennessee Titans at Foxborough. Pittsburgh at Oakland. Tough game, but I have Oakland winning 24-16. They're going to the black hole. It's tough to play there. And I think Pittsburgh, even though their defense is actually getting there, the pieces are there, I just don't think they're going to be good enough for 1 year. I think Oakland's just a better team than Pittsburgh, in my opinion. AFC Championship, you hear it from right now. This could happen. If it happened, you're going to go back to this video and say it. The Oakland Raiders will beat the New England Patriots in the AFC Championship by a score of 30-35. I know you need a great defense to beat the New England Patriots, but the New England Patriots could score 35 points in this Oakland's defense. No dirt. But I think Oakland could score 38. Oakland's the kind of team that could outscore the New England Patriots. They have Derek Carr, they have Marshawn Lynch, they have Michael Crabtree, Amari Cooper, this great offensive line. I know New England's gotten better. But here's one argument that I have. Oakland's were hungrier. Derek Carr got injured last season. They're going to be hungry. They're going to be angry. They're going to be pissed off. They're going to beat you guys. And they are. And Oakland's going to beat you guys. They're going to go to the Super Bowl 52. So the NFC. Now, I have the number 1 seed, the Green Bay Packers. The number 2 seed, I believe... Hold on. I believe I have the Seattle Seahawks, right? Hold on. Sorry. Just a little delay right here. A little delay. No, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers being the 2nd seed. They're a great team in my opinion. Their offense is looking pretty good. Their defense is looking really good. This is a great team, a young team. Number 3 seed, the Seattle Seahawks. Number 4 seed, Dallas Cowboys. Number 5 seed, the New York Giants. Number 6 seed, the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta at Seattle. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a close game, but I think that it's hard to win in Seattle. And even though I have Atlanta beating the Seahawks in the regular season, in the playoff season, Seattle's gonna get revenge. They're gonna beat you guys 20-23. The New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, we know a great playoff game. We need this playoff game. I have the Dallas Cowboys beating the New York Giants, and the New York Giants has the Dallas Cowboys numbers, and you are correct. But I think that Dallas gets their first playoff win. They're sick and tired of losing to the New York Giants. They're gonna beat them 24-17. The divisional round. The Seattle Seahawks at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seahawks go to Tampa Bay and win. Even though I think Tampa Bay is gonna be a great team, they're unexperienced. Seahawks is more experienced. They're gonna win 24-10. The Green Bay Packers. Oh no, I'm sorry. Scratch that. The Dallas Cowboys at the Green Bay Packers. Dallas is gonna be a great team. They're gonna be a great team on the road as well. But playing at Lambeau, and I think Green Bay is gonna be a great team as well. I trust Aaron Rodgers. I think they're gonna get it done, 31-24. It's gonna be close. We have the Seattle Seahawks at the Green Bay Packers. Now, don't be surprised if Seattle wins this. Because they're gonna want revenge from Week 1, which I probably have the Seattle Seahawks blowing out this. I mean, I have the Green Bay Packers blowing out the Seattle Seahawks. But I still think the Green Bay Packers are still going to win this. They're going to want to go back to the Super Bowl. They have Aaron Rodgers. Come on. They're going to go back to the Super Bowl. They're going to beat the Seattle Seahawks in the NFC Championship. Super Bowl 52. Oakland Raiders against the Green Bay Packers. Derek Carr versus Aaron Rodgers. What a great showdown. I have the Oakland Raiders winning this and winning the Super Bowl 30-34. This is a great team. I know it's tough for them to go to the Super Bowl. I understand that. And I'm using my mind, not my heart, my mind. I think they're the better team. They're hungry. They just wanted more. They just wanted more. I think Green Bay is going to be a great team, but I think Oakland is more hungrier. Oakland's going to win the Super Bowl 52. Last but not least, the awards. The MVP, Tom Brady. Even at 40 years old, he's still going to be great, but not great enough to beat the Oakland Raiders, in my opinion. Offensive Player of the Year, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback. He's my pick of winning Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, Von Miller. He hasn't won it yet. Khalil Mack, J.J. Watt has taken that away from them. He hasn't won yet, but I expect Von Miller to have a huge season, as he will. I expect the big Defensive Player of the Year. Christian McCaffrey, I spoiled it earlier, Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think he's going to do great. The running backs usually win this award. Dalvin Cook could win this. Leonard Fournette, he plays with Blake Bortles. I think Christian McCaffrey is going to win this. Defensive Rookie of the Year, T.J. Watt. This guy did really good in the preseason. He did. And I expect him to do good in the regular season, but he's young. He's probably not going to do good in the playoffs either. But I have him being Defensive Rookie of the Year. Comeback Player of the Year, J.J. Watt. This guy's a beast. He's going to come back from that injury. He's going to play like he never got injured. This guy's a beast. Everybody likes J.J. Watt. And Coach of the Year, Jack Del Rio. I would give this to Bill Belichick, and I probably will. But I'm going with Jack Del Rio. This team has made this team into a juggernaut. I think that he's gonna bring them to probably the second seed, but another 12-4 record for the Jack Del Rio Oakland Raiders. So there you go. There's my NFL predictions. I'm gonna probably go make my NFL Week 1 predictions on Wednesday. But like I said, I've been busy with school, so we'll see with that. But until next time, this is Sports Talk TV. Comment down below what you think. Leave a like in this video. Subscribe if you're new. Those are my NFL predictions. Week 1 probably going to come out Wednesday or maybe even Thursday. Until next time, this is Sports Talk TV, and I'm out. Peace. I know. But the Oakland Raiders are going to be a great team. They're going to be a great team. An excellent team. They're more hungry. But, it happens, They should have done last year. But, the NFL gods.